The greatest thing Bungie ever did was convince everyone that it was Activision Blizzard's fault that Destiny was a bad game.
The TWAB is out. Oh my god, the TWAB. How could I forget? Oh my lord. Another week, boys. Another TWAB.
Yo. Yeah, that's more like it.
There was a state of the game today.
Good.
It sucked ass.
Good.
Sources leaves very soon. The map this weekend will be Anomaly.
Wow.
We have some known issues. We'll get to them eventually.
Strong.
Drink some water, motherfucker. Oh boy.
Bruh.
I don't want to come off too ranty. And I get comments all the time like, Cross, you only rant. I miss the days when you used to just make content. Now you...
True, you roadrunner looking motherfucker. They were the good days and they're gone. And that's your fault. Honestly, probably not, but close enough.
just complain all the time. So we really try to, in big articles like this, we try to tone it down.
Okay.
But hot damn it, Bungie, you make it too easy. It is the worst state of the game Bungie has ever put out. So much so.
Yet, just yet, there will be more, and it's bound to gonna get worse. Bungie has proven that they have no idea what the fuck they're doing at all, and Bungie has proven that they don't care about new player experiences, so you're stuck with what you got because no one else is ever joining the game.
That it may have just killed any bit of hype that we have had leading up to the showcase, and that everything is going to depend on what is going to be revealed in the next few weeks leading up to the showcase. This did nothing. If they thought the state of the game would be the thing that would get the ball rolling to get us excited about the showcase on August the 22nd, it did the exact opposite. This probably wouldn't have been so bad if yesterday we didn't get a whole article saying that revamps are on the way to the core playlist and to Gambit being included in those core playlists or ritual playlists. All we got from the Gambit section of the day state of the game was essentially, hey, you don't have to play Gambit anymore. Huh?
You know what Bungie has figured out over the years? The player base is as low as it's gonna get, okay? The people who are left are gonna be begging for scrap so hard that they don't care what Bungie gives them. As long as Bungie just, promises them to give them water maybe once every 5 days. And they're gonna be happy and they're gonna be like, at least it's something. The copium on the Destiny community is just so hot, it's insane.
And you're gonna get a new map. Oh, wait. Returning map, but not anytime soon. That's essentially the Gambit changes. It wasn't as if I was sitting there saying, man, the one thing we need to save Destiny is some Gambit changes. And it's the last thing I would have said. But it was because we had this built up from that article this past week that Gambit was going to be receiving some major reworks. No, not the case. And I think the thing that really sealed the deal on this is armor set rewards. At this time, we are amending our delivery plans for how often we refresh these sets and will no longer be creating a new set for every expansion. Bungie thinks that the worst thing they can do
I almost thought he's gonna write Overwatch for a moment. That would have been a worse thing to do.
is over delivery. An armor set every annual expansion. It's not over delivery. How did we arrive at this? The state of the game that they got.
I can tell you how you arrived at this by complimenting and telling Bungie every time they do a shitty decision that it's not your fault. You're gonna do it next time. It's gonna be better next time. And then next time comes around and it's even more shitty. And you're like, oh, don't worry about it, Chief. It's gonna be better next time. And everyone's like, yeah, Bungie, you keep on trucking. And they're like constantly just lowering the bar. And the moment that people understood, wait a minute, maybe Bungie's just insane in the membrane, it's like, okay, well, it's a little bit too late to change that. You have already told Bungie a billion times that everything they do is absolutely amazing and it's good. Hey, you live with what you reap.
Guys, really should not have even happened. It almost seemed last minute. It seemed like an effort because players are quitting Destiny. I've seen a number of content creators saying that they're stepping away from Destiny. This seemed to just be thrown together last
I
minute.
didn't see the first video, but I have seen the second one.
And I hope, in hopes of keeping those guys around just long enough to get them to the showcase, maybe. Today's state of the game was just a bunch of promises without really narrowing down or talking about actual issues. A state of the game shouldn't read like a TWAB. The state of the game, in my opinion, should actually tackle issues and problems, which some of them did. Some of the problems as far as stability goes. But it should really be a moment of self-reflection.
What kind of stability are we talking about in a game that's played by 12 people, maybe at peak hours?
All I got from this was nothing's really going to immediately change in the game. There's some good things on the horizon, some good quality of life changes. As far...
Ooh, you see, that's how they get them. Oh, there's good things on the horizon. Yeah, that's what Blizzard has said about Diablo 4. We're listening to the feedback, and then they do the exact opposite of what everyone actually wants them to do. Oh, we're listening to the feedback. Good things, TM coming. He is drinking the juice. He's swallowing the buffet. Bruh, it's too late for you. It is too late for you. It's over. It's over. Bungie's gonna tell you good things happening in 55 years. Oh, don't even know how many years that is, but sounds really good. I'm hopeful. Ooh, this is what you get for liking a developer.
Whereas everything else, don't expect a whole lot. Now, I will say this. There was nothing in this article that talked about monetization or any changes to the monetization of Destiny. Bungie is just not going to acknowledge it. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
It doesn't exist. And at this point, final shape, at this point in Destiny's life, it's just called the final sell, man. The final sell. Let me also say this.
Strong.
Sandbox team at Bungie.
Hey, but if the worst comes to shove and Destiny 2 does actually lose its remaining 5 players, they can always make a Destiny 3 and, do an Overwatch 2, essentially.
I think I've actually been doing a bang-up job. Seriously. I think the only thing that I would complain about Sandbox is that for the sake of balance, there have been exotics that have been hurt too much. Path of Burning Strips is a great example of that. But, things like reworks to Warden's Law, I'm really, really excited about that. The picking up certain exotics that have been just vaulted for forever, I'm excited about that. So the things that are going to get you hyped over the next few weeks are probably going to be carried on the backs of Sandbox. And then how they're going to get your foot in the door with the August 22nd reveal for Final Shape will be, new subclass, Final Shape, going to show Cade. And then if you pre-order today, you get to play with the new exotic. It'll be Quicksilver 2.0 or whatever it may be. And it's business as usual. All I'm going to say on that front, guys, is I'm going into this more neutral now than I have ever been watching a showcase. I came into reading this article very positive. I was like, wow, Bungie's doing an emergency state of the game? That's crazy. Must be something crazy. Must be something being cooked here. Not the case.
No,
watching this showcase this year, I'm going to be extremely neutral. I had hope. I truly had hope.
What do you mean neutral? Again, he's just too far lost in the sauce. Everything that Bungie is doing is bad, but he's like, I believe a lot. It's good, boys. I believe.
About the state of the game today, guys. I was very surprised that they announced the state of the game this week. I was like, wow. Normally, state of games are earlier in the year. We got hit with this right now. I can't believe this was even put out. This was a couple weeks ago. This was
look at that.
Diablo 4 Campfire. This may be the most uncomfortable I have ever seen developers in a live stream. Ever. Dude, they were getting grilled. They were getting grilled online that whole week. They were getting grilled in this stream. But I gotta give them...
Yeah, I have 50 trillion videos about them being idiots. It is what it is. I mean, you reap what you sow, kind of. Except Bungie.
They showed up, man. They showed them they took that ass whooping like a man. And they said that they would never...
Yeah, but they liked it. That's the problem here, right? The problem is they liked it and they're kind of asking for more at the moment.
Do it again. They acknowledged where they messed up and they said it wouldn't happen again.
Yeah.
All the negative...
And they fixed nothing. They fixed nothing, though. That's how this game works. You promise the world, you deliver a spec, you after that you kind of fail everything 3 times over, and you say sorry, and we're gonna do better next time. You don't do better next time. It's literally the script for the game. How dare I revealed an industrial secret.
Activity that Bungie has been facing this past year. Bungie, you needed to do this. Okay? And I know right now, I'm sure you hate that I'm even comparing, or I'm even saying this considering Activision and whatnot. But this is what you needed. This state of the game
Activision
did not need to exist. What needs to exist is a live stream, a direct conversation, not hidden behind journalists or articles or just a wall of text. All right? And we're not asking for the devs to come on and squirm. We're simply asking for the tough topics to be talked about. It tells us a couple of things that A, the devs acknowledge it, and nowhere in the state of the game does it really seem to acknowledge things. There was a topic about game stability. I think that was really the only area that really acknowledged some of the issues Bungie ran into and what they're doing to improve. You know, before you even talk about what you're going to do to update a certain core activity or a ritual playlist, and you have to list everything that you've done over the past year, year and a half to 2 years, and then finally get to what you're going to do, and then to get to the point where this is actually not going to be done until later this year. It's just a bunch of fluff. It's a bunch of nothing. If we were to get things like new maps, that would actually take away from the team and allocate it from other content. I did not come into this article today to try to find stuff. No, Bungie doesn't owe us anything. Bungie doesn't owe us anything. I literally put out a tweet.
Wait, they do. You bought the game and they're kind of like, you know, ruining it. They do owe you a lot.
A couple weeks ago and said, Bungie, go dark. Don't say anything. Let your work speak to them for itself. So yeah.
Oh, how poetic. Oh, how poetic. I'm sure they cared so much. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's it. Oh.
No, Bungie doesn't necessarily owe us anything, but at the same time, we don't owe Bungie anything either. My conclusion on it is that I think that Bungie really does truly believe, at least from the top down.
What can a player of a game ever owe the company? Just asking. What could the player base possibly ever owe to a game? I'm just really curious. What would that thing be?
That over delivery is somehow the worst thing they can do as a company. Yeah, as a player, I'm feeling pretty demoralized. The argument for why we're not getting more ritual armor sets is that no one wants to wear it because it looks like crap, Bungie. You know, all the artists makes ballin' ass armor, but it's for Eververse. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a lower level of adoption rate there. Bruh. What we've been saying all along, we pay premium for a very expensive game. If you were buying the annual expansion and the annual pass,
as you should.
Most of us are buying, what is it, the deluxe edition or whatever. Dude, you are paying premium for a game.
Yeah.
Yet you've got free-to-play level of monetization.
Oh, don't worry about it.
They're going about it with these 2 levels of monetization, which is just resulting in double dipping into the same player
Don't
base.
worry about it.
You know, it'd be different if the whole game was free to play. And, you know, the only thing that was really carrying things on the revenue side of things would be the Eververse store. But that's not it. If the reveal comes out as badly as this state of the game was, because this just almost tells me there's just a disconnect between Bungie internally and us as the community. If it comes out as badly as this state of the game, Bungie, I wouldn't even worry about what happens after final shape. We've always played Destiny because we want to. I was never a content creator before Destiny or a streamer, but there was a certain level of magic that Destiny 1 possessed that we fell in love with, and suddenly I found myself wanting to make a few videos to share with some friends, and then that kind of just, you know, evolved into something else. And, you know, I appreciate all you guys, but there's so many great games these days, man. I mean, this year has just been a banger of a year. There are some amazing ass games.
Yeah, like Diablo 4.
I didn't realize just how talented so many other studios are. And let me just say this. If Destiny does end up dying for us, guys, collectively,
he's probably talking about Baldur's Gate 3, to be honest.
We'll find another game. We'll find another game that will spark that magic that Destiny 1 has.
No, you won't, because that requires effort. And anything that requires effort, as finding a new main game, is not going to be done by a lot of people. Oh yeah, that's the brutal reality of life, baby.
Many years ago. We've been going hard this year. I'm serious. And when I say hard, I mean we've been ripping into Bungie on a regular basis. If my accounts mysteriously gets banned, if I go missing, you better go look for me. Actually,
hell no. That sounds like more effort.
Where's Les at? Someone call Les. It gets Les. How you doing?
Yep. I'm curious what you think of this state of the game article.
Gee.
Les, I think it's the best state of the game article I've ever read. I honestly, every paragraph inspired more and more faith and hope in the direction that Destiny 2 is going in.
It's opposite day? I didn't know that.
Bombad has been playing. You have been playing Destiny since beta.
Oh, if someone did just delete your Minecraft character, okay?
Bombad quit on us. I believe it was a rainy Tuesday. What was the exact words Bombad said? I think it was...
They don't care.
They don't care. Guys, this was a guy, Bombad and Les, we ran GMs every week. We were there when Grandmasters were first
launched.
First launched and conceived. We would do every exotic quest, every hard content, every raid. I don't have a fire team anymore. You're not going to be raiding with us day one. For this expansion. This is the first time, Les, that you have not raided with us.
I've done every day one raid, and I can't be bothered anymore.
Good.
A new raid, I would do it, but not a reissued raid. Do you want to know what I think of it?
What's that?
I think Bungie's done with Destiny.
Ooh,
Stop.
big
What
words.
gives you that idea?
Everything they told us, we already knew. Like, this is nothing here is new information. What they talk about for PvP? We're getting new game modes, some matchmaking changes, a new emblem, strand pulse rifle, and that's all we're getting. For Gambit, that's even worse than PvP.
Man, it does really sound like the Bungie's just feeding the Destiny 2 player base just scraps down. It's like chickens, but they're not really getting fed. You know, it's like. No, it's more like a duck where a random pass-by kid just throws a small piece of bread at him and his mom tells him, "Stop!" It is what it is.
PvP. Who the hell is shocked, right? And the fact that they don't want to give us PvP maps because it takes away resources from the exotic quests and stuff. Just hire more people. You just got $3.6 billion fucking dollars. What are you doing with it? I know they're probably using it for their...
Yeah, probably cocaine and hookers. A little bit of that sweet, sweet black tar H. It is what it is. Hey, priorities, boys. Everyone needs to have them. And in Destiny 2, devs and people who own that company probably got them really good because they can milk your stupid asses that hard.
There are other games, but you gotta, like, you can't just abandon the thing that made you your money and just go somewhere else.
Yes, you can. That's called being a smart businessman.
That's like getting married to a girl, having kids with them. After, like, you have your second kid, you're like, all right, first one, I don't give a f anymore. That's the way I see it.
I mean, if the second one is just better, oof, I mean, those are hard questions to answer. It's like, maybe the first one is a little bit better, but man, the first one already kind of probably got boring about the time the second one pops out, so... I mean, oof. Hot. The first one better, like, start learning violin or some shit like that, so the second one doesn't overshine it.
At least. Like, they're just so disconnected from what we want. But this is what I don't understand from Bungie. They have one of the best type of games to ever come out. So why abandon it? This game has gone for what, 10 years strong, and it's still making as much money as it is? Why are you not doubling down on it to make it even better?
Les, let me ask you this. Do you think the goal all along was just to secure the bag? The bag being $3.6 billion from Sony. Do you think
probably
the game after that deal went down? I felt like they just stopped communicating. They're not really giving us what.
Yeah, that's because that's enough money to actually, like, start bigger and better things. By the way, that's not a joke. That is start bigger and better things. Hopefully, at least.
What we want. They've completely changed their ideology on seasons and the way the story is told. Why not go back to the Forsaken era?
Les.
Uh-huh.
That is over delivery. Chat, matter of
Nice.
fact, in everything in life, never over deliver. Your relationship, that shoot.
He's joking, but that's actually, like, smart. You need to over deliver maybe like 1 in 100 situations. It is what it is, boys. It is what it is. Anyway, I think I think it's just gonna be a lot of rambling, so we're gonna say our bye-byes here. Sweet, sweet dreams, kisses, and all of that. This was Quizzer7. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, forgot my name. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.